Hi everyone. So in any company, you'll always need a salesperson. You'll always need somebody who generates revenue. So that can be the business owner, or you can hire somebody to do it for you. My name is Juliet Gateri from Alternate Doors Consulting, a HR consultant and a recruiter based in Kenya. So let's just go through the types of salespeople you'd be required to hire based on your business model or your business needs. So the first person is the counter salesperson or the showroom salesperson. So these people usually work in a shop setting. So if you go to probably any shop that sells clothes, in showroom, let's say somebody who's selling construction materials, will find the salespeople around in the store. So they never go out, so they're always in the store. So when you're recruiting counter salespeople or showroom salespeople, you'll really have to look at key things. Number one is the communication skills of this person, which usually comes through experience or training. You really don't need a technical background, for example, a degree or a diploma. So experience or training, can easily elevate the person to the level that you want. This person really has to have good, excellent relationship skills. So this person, when somebody comes into the shop or into the showroom, this person has to listen to the customer and ensure they understand their needs. In addition to that, as you're advertising for this role, you have to make sure the job description is clear in terms of the working hours. So the showroom the counter sales or showroom, they might need to work probably late in the evening and even work on weekends. So this has to be really, really clear. And apart from sales, they'll also need to do stock taking, and they'll also need to do cleaning of the showroom or the store. So those are the key things you need to look at. The other role we're going to look at is the telesales role or the inside sales role. So this person, of course, is also based in the office. Some people work from home. So this person generally just works on the phone. So for this person has to generate sales through the phone. So the only contact they have with the client is probably through email and through the phone. So the company has to provide, of course, a database for this person to constantly call. And of course, these people work on target. So probably the target can be 100 calls per day. And out of these 100 calls, you need to make sure you close at least probably 50% or 30%. The person also has to have great communication skills and articulation skills. So you want the person to be able to convince somebody through the phone. So articulation has to be really, really clear, and so that they can show they understand what they're really selling. The person also has to have excellent. They have to be technologically savvy. So you don't want somebody who's fumbling with your database, or they can't use the phone system that is in the office, or what you have you have given them in terms of their home setup. So they have to be technologically savvy. The other salesperson we're going to look at is a territory salesperson or an area sales rep, or a tech salesperson. So these people are usually given a geographical area to manage. So for example, they can be given a town like Nairobi. Your area is Nairobi, or Nairobi 1, Nairobi 2. So these people are usually in the FMCG sector, telco sector, medical sales rep are also in this area, in this category. We also have people specifically designed in a specific sector. So for example, in the construction sector, you'll have people who are territory sales rep, who are given a certain territory. And for these people, they come in with a requirement. They need to have some technological background, especially somebody who's a medical sales rep. You need somebody who has a sciences background. So at least they're able to, because sometimes the selling of this product or service needs to be consultative. So you need somebody who understands the background of the service, the product, able to, for example, if it's a medical sales rep and they're interacting with doctors or pharmacies, you need somebody who can also speak their language. Other requirements might need probably a driver's license, especially in FMCG, where an area sales rep also works as a van sales rep, so they'll need to know how to drive. And in terms of the reports that are required, so these people, you really have to track them properly, because they're not based in the office, so they need to probably give you route plans, what is their plan for the week, and of course they need to give you daily, weekly reports and monthly reports. The other sales role we'll be looking at is an account executive or an account manager. So as you are looking for a salesperson, which we'll discuss more as we share the ebook with you, is you have to be clear whether this person is either a farmer or a hunter. So the first three people we've talked about, they are mostly hunters. So when you come to the account executive, this one is mostly a farmer. So the sale has already been done, so now we are just maintaining the client. So the account manager or executive is just to make sure the client is happy and they're able to generate new business through the same client. So this role you'll mostly find in PR, marketing agencies, financial services. So people who are managing a certain account and making sure the customer is happy. The other role, so now we move to the senior roles. So as a sales manager or business development manager, so you'd probably be looking at somebody with experience. So in this particular role, you need somebody with, extensive experience. Somebody who can, understands the service or the product, can forecast sales, can manage a team. That's really key, because some sales managers you'd find they're managing up to probably 10, 20, 50 people. So you need somebody with excellent leadership skills, somebody who can focus sales, somebody who can do proper reports, somebody who can write proposals. So you have to ensure this person is seasoned. So as we go through, as you recruit a salesperson, so those are some of the sales roles that are popular in the market. As you do your search and the shortlisting, the first, probably you have to look at what are the key requirements. So you have to make sure, what are you looking for? What is in your wish list? So if you're looking for a territory sales manager, one of the things in your wish list is, I need somebody who probably drives. So just create a wish list, what you're looking for. The other thing is have proper systems and structures. So if you're starting a business and you're looking for salespeople, it's important for you as the business owner to already have done some sort of sales, or get a consultant to support you in building the structure. So at least you understand what you're doing. The other thing also you have to look at, you have to differentiate. Are you looking for a hunter? Are you looking for a farmer? So even for us as a recruiter, or if you're working with us as recruiters and get for you the right people, we have to look at the personality of the person, whether this person can be a hunter or a farmer. So let's look at the key things you need to look at when you're hiring generally salespeople. First thing is experience. Experience is really, really important. You don't want somebody to come in as a new person. In some companies, what they do, they hire people, especially in engineering, they take in people as trainees for 1 year in the sales area. So they train them for 1 year. So you'd really not rely on them to bring for you the big deals. So they're just in training, but after 1 year, then they might get into the market properly and get for you the big deals. So experience is really key in this role. The other thing is, as you're doing the interview, you have to look at this person. Are they able to sell themselves before they start selling your products or services? So sometimes you'll find somebody in an interview, you can hardly hear them say anything, they are fumbling. So you can't really imagine you sending them to a client for them to close a deal. So you also have to look at that. And then use an evaluation tool. We'll share the ebook. We'll give you a link below. So the ebook will also contain some of the questions you can ask and an evaluation tool you can use when you're recruiting the salespeople. So the other thing you need to look at is the salary package. So generally how salespeople are paid is they are given a retainer and then a commission. So depending on the products that they are selling. So most of the time the retainer can be a substantial amount, but most of the time, 70% of the time, it's not a substantial amount, because you want this person to generate sales so that they can also get more commissions. So they're either commissions or incentives. Incentives, when they reach a certain level of sales, then they're able to get more money. If you're looking for only commission salespeople, which happens a lot in some financial services products, You really have to take them through proper training. Plus the commissions have to be quite juicy. So you cannot offer a small commission, because this person has to be enticed enough for them to know, if I close this deal, I will get this X amount of money. So experience is also important. People coming in on commission type of sales only have to have extensive experience, because you don't want a new person to come selling on commission and then you spend 6 months with no sale at all, because this person is learning. The other thing is, for us as recruiters, what we do and how we support you when we are getting for you the salespeople is, when you advertise, of course, in this market, in this geographical market, you'll get a lot of CVs. But what we look at is, especially for senior roles, so if it's a sales manager, let's say it's a construction company, for me as a recruiter, I would be looking for somebody who has a similar background. So probably they've worked 5-10 years in the construction industry, probably they have a civil engineering background. So it's up to me to get for you the right people. When you advertise and you just get general applications, you might spend even a year struggling to get a sale. So it's better you just get people who have a similar background. It's easier for somebody to assimilate, and they also come with the knowledge of the industry and the customers. And then my final comment, I get a lot of clients who confuse salespeople and marketers. So if you want people to bring for you business, they are called salespeople. So they are not marketers. So just it's salespeople or business development executives. So you're looking for people to come and bring for you business, not to post posters, not to do social media posts. You're just looking for people who will interact with customers and close the deal for you. So I will share our ebook. I'll share the link to our ebook. You can have a look at it. It has a lot of information, including the assessments that you can do with all the salespeople. And yes, and that's it. And don't forget to subscribe. This is Juliet from Alternators.